This is Mark Gregory with the Wednesday Sports Talk Show, hosted by Edward Hall, and then of course, we already know the drill. Edward's doing his thing. He's sharing, and sharing is caring, folks. So I think he's just showing how much he cares about sharing. Sharing, caring. That rhymes, but we got a busy night tonight, so we especially looking forward to one interview. I won't let the cat out of the bag yet, but looking really forward to that. But we'll get this, I guess, the party started. But bring it on, Jonah Sharp for Harlan Independent. Jonah won a game the other night. Just tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you, sir. I think we had a pretty strong game plan going into the game, and we, Coach T, our offense coordinator, said we was gonna stay in the eye about the whole game, and just, he thought we could pound Lincoln. Thought we was a little bit stronger up front, and I think our linemen blocked up really well and played their keys. And I had a pretty good fullback to lead behind.
Well, we went up there and covered yours earlier. I believe it might have been the Pike County Central game, and Jens was right with them, and been really competitive all year. And I just love the fan support stuff up there. Just talk a little bit about Harlan and what it means for you.
Harlan, it's home. I've been there for about 3 years, and I've never been treated better by a coaching staff or a school as a whole. And I just think once you go to Harlan, you can never go anywhere else. You just feel so loved there and stuff. I love it.
Like I said, Edward, he's doing his Sharon and Karen deal. He hears us. He's just doing his deal there, but can't let you go because Edward's got about 20,000 questions for you. But anytime we bring anybody from Harlan on, we got to ask them this question. So, John, I can't let you escape until I ask you this question. Favorite place to eat in Harlan?
Favorite place? My family owns a business down here, Dairy Hut. It's got to be my favorite.
And we've heard Dairy Hut a lot. Even Edward says Dairy Hut. So,
Dairy Hut. I love Dairy Hut. Every chance I get to when I'm up there, I got to stop at the Dairy Hut.
Yeah, Dairy Hut. It's pretty good. It's Max for sure.
But it is.
I can imagine if I owned one of my own restaurants like that, I would eat myself out of a business. I guarantee you I would. Uh, but Jonah, I'm going into the league camp game. Was these? I mean, I know you spoke about your offensive line and your fullback and stuff like that. But was there something in particular you seen on film that you might have stepped to that game and say, I think I'm gonna have a good one, or is it just one of them nights that you just was in the zone?
I think it's just one of those nights. Because, we've really not got much going on offense, and I think our offensive coordinators really just kind of put it together recently and finally found out what works. And I think we just played good as a team. I read the hose well. My blockers blocked well. I think it was too well as a team.
How much, Edward? Over 300 yards. And
301, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
we're talking one game, folks. One game. Not a year,
Yes.
not a season. One game. But Edward, are you ready for him?
I am, and I'm actually gonna flip a little bit because Mark talked about your offense. I want to ask you a little bit about your defensive side because I mean you've got 41 tackles right now, so it looks like you got the nose for the ball and you're tackling, but everybody's got it. So let us in on your defensive efforts.
I'm one of those players. Offense, I love offense. Defense, I love hate relationship. You know, I weigh 130 pounds. I just fly around. Hit. I'm in a pretty good position to make tackles most of the time too. The way our defense works, so I don't know, fly around.
Well, I mean, like Mark said, we did get to watch you at that Pike County game, and y'all did have a lot of speed. I will definitely say that. But I've got to ask you, what all do you do in the off season to get yourself prepared for your next upcoming season?
Off season track is a big key. and getting faster and staying in the weight room. But I think track helps a lot. I think any football player should run track for sure.
There you go,
So,
Mark.
so I've got another Sunday track guest song for sure.
So,
You're going to have to educate us on that for sure.
Track,
Cause
I feel like it like different sports develop different muscles, and I think track it just gets you faster and competing with other guys. Compete with other guys that are actually fast and stuff, and it makes you faster. I think it just makes you want to work more, work harder on your speed, focus more on your speed during track season for sure, and then definitely still lift while you're running track. It's a big key factor. Is don't ever stop lifting, not even during the season.
so
well, we
I got to
we
ask you.
definitely got future guests. If we get Jonah
I,
back on, because he's got to educate us about track. It's something we've recently launched, Jonah, and we need guys like you and also females to actually educate us and teach us a little bit about track, so that we can better help promote you into that sport also. Because the only kind of running I ever did, might have been to the restroom or to the nearest restaurant or something. But yeah, I don't have the option like you got.
I don't know. I couldn't run if I had to. So I mean, I got to ask you: is there any? Do you have like a pregame ritual? Like, do y'all go out and get Taco Bell before y'all get ready for a big game, or is that just me that does that?
We get Mexican actually in the team dinner before the game. Mexican.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why you eat, Jonah? Do you eat the
Uh,
burritos or the?
Nah, I don't really like the burrito. I leave the burrito alone. I get the rice, cheese, and chicken. I dump the chips all over and crush it up. I think that's probably the best way to eat it, in my opinion.
Oh my goodness. With the cheese sauce, you have to put the red sauce.
Cheese sauce. Cheese
Oh my!
sauce.
I know where I'm going for the pregame meal.
But you know, looking at the remaining part of your schedule, you all still have it looks like Williamsburg and South Laurel. So from what I've seen, y'all played everybody this season. You played the Clay counties, the Pike counties, the Leslie counties. The now you're getting ready
True.
to play Williamsburg, South Laurel. So I mean, y'all haven't shied away from anybody. If they've wanted to play you, you all played them. So how does playing that caliber of competition help you?
I think it really just gets you ready to. I mean, we play a lot of 3A, 2A, 4A right before. Actually not 4A, 3A, probably the highest we go before the season. And I think once you get to 1A, it's just like it's a walk in the park sometimes, for sure. I mean, no football team's easy to beat, and we all know that. You got to work hard and stuff. But I think playing 3A competition definitely gets you tougher physically and mentally for that 1A competition when it comes to district time.
I'd have to agree 100%. But Mark, you got anything for? I asked him my couple favorite questions and showed him a few things we put together for him.
The product is obvious. We've seen them at the first part of the year. We're seeing them now. You watch more tape on it than I have, Edward, but you could definitely see the progress there. And this team is uh, uh, kind of use that term. I'm sure the coach says we need a lot of improvement till then, but they're starting to click at that right moment. And it's not how you start; it's how you finish. And anybody that puts on that
Yeah,
Harlan Green
definitely.
Dragon jersey will tell you that. And you got good players like Jonah, and they're loaded down there. And very talented team. The team speed is unreal. And I tell you, for a 1A team, also one thing I was very impressed. And Jonah spoke of it too. They're huge up front. They're not the normal 1A looking school. And they're going to wear a lot of teams out when it comes out to the 3 yard cloud dust thing. So for sure, just Jonah, great interview, and maybe we could get you on a Sunday show so that you could teach us a little bit about the other sport you do, because we need the education, and then you could teach us a little bit more about the pregame meal also.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really fun talking to you guys. Really fun interview.
So I do got one more question for you before I show you a few things we put together for you. And this is probably my favorite question to ask each student athlete that comes on is before the season started, was there a certain team that you or your team had highlighted that you couldn't wait to play against the most?
For me, and I think a lot of the other team, Pineville, because we took a pretty heartbreaking, sour loss last year to them, and that's our rivalry. It's like I think it's the oldest rivalry in Kentucky, pretty sure. And we took it. I think it was a high score. It was like 40 something to 40 something top score last year, and I think I was really excited for that game.
I mean, I'd have to say that game right there. I've been to several of those myself.
Yeah, pretty high tension.
Hey, can I interrupt that question? I just had a brain moment there. Jonah, if we could get up there and cover a game, can you sneak us into like the pregame meal deal? We got.
Yes, sir. I could. There's plenty to go around in there. Plenty of Mexican.
We'll be showing up there every week now.
Yeah, our boosters take really good care of us down there at Harlan. One big
See
family.
that now Edward scratched off the whole schedule. Now it's going to be Harlan, 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 Harlan.
But
That does sound
Jonah,
good
we
though.
do. It does. It really does. But we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that we bring on the show. And this is kind of our way of saying thank you for taking your time to come on and talk to us.
Mhm.
And after the show's over with, I will send them to you. And we will post them on every one of our social media sites for everybody to be able to share. And they're yours. But we kind of just want to get your opinion on them and then let us know which one you like the most.
All right, thank you. Are you gonna show them? Oh, yeah, I like that one. That was pretty cool. That was cold.
So out of the two, which one you like the most?
Probably the second one.
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh, y'all had a little competition going, didn't you?
well, see, I'd been hitting home runs, and Mark got a home run with you. So now he's not going to be able to fit out the door, Jonah.
Well, something kind of
yeah.
funny. You made my friend Baylor Varner one right during the baseball season, and I
I
got my
did.
friend Perry to make me one like that for football after I saw his. So I like yours pretty good, but it's been my Instagram profile picture for like 6 months, probably.
See,
Well, that's awesome.
me and Jonah's exactly alike. Get the cheese sauce. We go with the number 2 graphic. We're good to go.
But Jonah, from everything that I'm seeing, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. Y'all have definitely improved since the first game till now. Super excited to see what y'all are going to do the remaining part of your season. And I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. And best of luck the remaining part of your season.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
See y'all.
See.
Great interview.
I mean, that was a great interview. Mark, you ready to bring on our next guest?
I am psyched for this one right here.
Make sure I can push the buttons and don't click her back off like I do normally. But Heather, we do want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for being patient with us. Edward just talks his head off. I'm always telling Edward quit talking, and he still talks.
Edward, people say that about me every day of my whole life. So I feel you. I feel you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, we do appreciate you.
Heather, before I let Edward, I've got a bunch of questions for you. And again, I just anybody that ain't familiar with you, I've got to known you over the years and stuff like that. But just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, guys, I am Heather Martinez. For you that don't know me, I've been working in the Corbin school system for quite some time. I started out with Berea College there, and now I am a special education homebound teacher for the district. So that's what I do in my day job. But I have a side hustle too called real estate, and that's what I was going to talk to you all about tonight. Is my life as a realtor right now and what's going on. But I did want to say, though, that was an excellent interview you all just did. And I am so thankful that you allow me to support these kids that you showcase every week.
time.
And the one thing I tell folks at home, Heather, you reached out to us. I mean, well, and that just shows that you wanted to do your part. And again, I've got to brag on you for a minute, if you allow me to. And I know you're a very humble person, but please allow me to brag on you. It does take five people like you to help us do what we need to do, because you got to put gas in the vehicles. You've got to put nothing's free in life. Love's free, and you showed plenty of that. It takes fine individual sponsors like you and the Bryant Family Medicines and all to help us do what we do, and it starts with you.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Edward.
And well, first off, I want to piggyback off Mark. I do want to thank you for everything you do for us, and I've actually got a picture that I'm gonna pull up here and let you, tell us a little bit about
All
this.
right, yeah, yeah. Now, Edward, I'm not as cool as you, but I did create that little flyer. So,
Well, I mean, it. I like it. I mean, you done a great job.
all right.
Well, if you have time, you could always be a part-time graphic maker for us too. I
Yeah, no
mean,
doubt. But guys, I did want to talk about real estate tonight since that is my side gig and that's what I do. And like this is a home that I currently have listed with Sean Rogers Realty, and it's on Bellwood Avenue in Keavy. It's a brand new construction, comes with a 1 year new construction warranty from the builder. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, great location near the lake, near I-75. And if your kids go to Corbin, it's near 312, so you can hit Gordon Hill and go all the way down. So that's a little bit about that house. But a lot of people are wondering, hey, should I wait till after the election to sell my house? What should I do if I want to list? I am here to tell you guys, I think you should list now before the election. Not too many houses on the market. People are going to see you first. It can set and people can look at it for a little bit. Then you're first in the minds of people who are ready to buy. If you go ahead and list your home now before the election, people are like, "Oh, everything changes during the election." Real estate goes up and down with the election every 4 years. It doesn't change. So I say that now's the time to list if you are even remotely thinking about listing your house. And I would love to help you market your property. And everybody's wondering, oh, are the feds going to lower the rates? If you're a buyer, should I wait to purchase because the rates are going to go lower? They may go lower, they may not. So if you are in the market right now, you can absolutely purchase a home at a good deal with a decent interest rate right now. So that's what I wanted to tell people. Everybody's worried about the election, but this happens every 4 years, so don't worry too much.
well, we got a comment by Hunter Messer. It says, "Hey Heather, so you're
That is my
already
cousin. He's playing for Union College this year, or I think he may be redshirted this year, but he's a great kid too.
um, you was talking about the market.
Mhm.
Is this a normal thing that you was telling us about? Is this like every election cycle? The
Absolutely. Real estate slows down. People are like, "Oh my gosh, what's going to happen with the new administration? What are they going to do?" I mean, it happens every 4 years, and the real estate market's been going, since the beginning of time, since somebody needed a house. So it's nothing too much to worry about, I don't think.
so 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 this is a time like you're saying. I mean, maybe after January. I mean, any time's the time to buy a house, I guess, if you're ready. But this is the time
Well,
right
it's
now to
definitely
do
the
it.
time if you want to sell your house to go ahead and put it on the market so people can be looking at it. So when they decide to strike the fire, they've already seen your house, they've already toured it, they can make it happen.
On the original pic that you showed, the beautiful home that you was
Uh-huh.
showing, you said that was just a straight shot down Gordon Hill. Uh, uh, if somebody's interested in that, that what do they do? They just call you directly? Do
They
they call
can, they
Sean?
can, guys. My phone number is 344-0217. You can find me on realtor.com. You can find me anywhere you're looking for real estate. You can find me on Facebook because I'm an old lady. That's what I tell my kids. 40 and over, we're the Facebook gurus, right? But my babies are Instagram and Snap kids. But I always say now when you want to talk to the old ladies, you go to Facebook. So that's what they need to do. They can hit me up on Facebook.
Uh, this home that you were showing, is it currently being lived in now, or is it a
It
brand
is
new?
not. It's a brand new construction waiting on its first homeowner.
Wow,
And it's
wow.
beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. It's spacious. I love the fixtures in the kitchen. The kitchen's probably my favorite part, but I like to cook, so I like to hang out in the kitchen. So it's a beautiful kitchen, beautiful open space.
Well, I do love kitchens myself because I love to eat. So
I've heard
I
you
mean,
guys
can't
like
go.
to eat for sure,
But
for sure.
as far as listings, where all do you list? Is it just like in the Corbin area, or do you come
No, I
farther up
can
farther?
list anywhere in the state, but of course can't drive that far every day. So I try to primarily focus on Knox, Laurel, and Whitley, our tri-county areas. So, I've got Williamsburg, Corbin, Lilly, London, Gray. Those areas are where I can list in. And I would love to be able to help any of our viewers who are just thinking about it and not sure what to do. You guys can call me and I'll help you out.
Well, I mean, that's good to know that you're in the tri area, and then you can also be go other places. But I understand driving.
Absolutely. And
But
then our
so
office is on Main Street, Edward. So Sean Rogers Realty, we're right on Main Street in Corbin. Sean is there all the time. If his truck's not there, he might not be there, but you can't miss it because it's Sean Rogers Realty everything. It's a big dually or something. It's huge, but you can just hop in the office and he can help you too with anything.
so you did say the house that we just showed the picture of. It is like move in ready that somebody can call you literally to tomorrow, today, and be ready to go ahead and be ready to move in. Correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I always tell my kids that I'm not very good at a lot of things, but I'm a pack mule, so I can help them move in. I'm the strong one that can help. I can lift stuff and pull stuff, but I can't. I'm not going to be able to decorate it now, so I have to leave my AI app up to help and showcase the house with decoration, because God didn't make me that way. But I can definitely help you move.
Well, Mark, since you missed out on buying me a birthday present, you can go ahead and
Hook him up with the house, Mark.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know, I'll talk you to death. You'll be like, when they gonna let me go? I'll jabber you because this is interesting to me. It just, I gotta ask you this because I know you know your stuff. Just say, like in my house, if I just up and decide to want to sell it, I mean, what's the process of that? Do I go through to linking you with trying to sell this home for
Well,
me? I
you
mean,
would call
how
me
does that?
up or ask me, and I would say, "Great, Mark, let me come out and look at your house, look at the neighborhood." And then what I would do is I would go back to my office or home and I would pull up your neighborhood stats, people that have sold houses in your area in the last year or so. And then I would put that all together for you. And I would say, here are your comparables. Here's what you might want to list it at. Because a lot of people have no idea what their house is worth. They've not had an appraisal since they bought it. They're like, what are we looking at? And then I would give you those numbers, and then we would make an educated decision together if you needed my assistance. And then we would we have photographers that work with us that could come out and take some pictures, and we could get it listed just like that. Little bit of paperwork, obviously, got to have a contract, but we could do that.
Um, I don't want to go into calling people out. I know the process of appraisals because
Uh huh.
I tried to get one a few years ago. That's as far as I'm going to go. I mean, what's the cost for somebody like you to come and do all that?
If
Are they a
any
cost?
realtor, most realtors, we will come out if you just call us. We'll come out and look, and that's a free service just to show you how we can market your property. And like I would be happy to do that. I don't know that all realtors do it, but 99% of us do it. And because we want to work with you, we want to work with the public. We're there to serve. That's my whole life, Mark. I serve. I serve kids in the school, serve the public. So that's what some of us just do. We're helpers. So.
Like I said, I've got to know you a little bit over the years, and I know what kind of a wonderful person you are. And trust me, I work for a school system too, so I got to brag on us with the school systems. It sometimes it takes maybe a special type person that to go through with what but like I drive a school bus, I tell everybody, Heather, them kids, they aggravate me to death all year long, but it takes me about 2 weeks for me to start missing them dearly again. I
Oh,
just, they're just like your own.
there's no doubt. I'm on fall break this week at Corbin, and I saw one of my kids in Walmart yesterday, and I mean, I was fired up, excited. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And he was a little, so I got me some little love, and and I was excited to see him, and he was excited to see me. You're absolutely right. There's nothing like it.
And especially when you can see them being little things growing up to graduation. I'm a hardcore crier. The tears go to flowing whenever I'm seeing these kids for the last
Oh,
time, and yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm
it,
dealing.
it is rough. And I started out with high school. That's who I started
Oh
out
yeah,
teaching in
yeah,
2015. Those babies are having babies now, buying
yeah.
houses, doing life. It's a perspective for sure.
Uh, um, on these visits, and the one that the picture that you put up,
Uh huh.
every guys, you put that picture back up again for us. Like this home is unlived. They call you, they set up the appointment, and when the times are good for both, you go. I'm sure you walk them through. Uh,
Absolutely. And now, a lot of times, I'll tell you, Mark, I will walk them through for a second. And then I believe in privacy. This is a big decision. So I
yeah,
kind of hang out in the front yard, on the porch, whatever, and let people walk through and talk themselves. So you don't have to have somebody walking hand in hand with you the whole time.
yeah, absolutely. Is the process different? I'm sorry for the thousand questions, but is the process different if there's a family living in the home?
Well, not too much different. No, you just usually have to ask, what time would be best. And most sellers will go ahead and leave the house because, it's hard for them to watch somebody walk through their house because they want to tell you everything about it or everything that they've done to it, and it doesn't give the buyer or the looker any privacy. So most times they'll go ahead and leave and let you have free reign to walk around. It's just scheduling around their schedule.
Absolutely. Edward, this is exciting stuff. I like this. Uh, you know, I'm not. I'm personally not in the market for it, but I know exactly what I would do at this point in time. And I mean, just a thought of like somebody like you, Heather, coming to somebody's home and say, "Hey, this is how much your house." That's exciting to know that, because just the rate for appraisals is
Right
pretty
now, and
steep.
of course, I wouldn't be able to give a full appraisal, so I won't take
Yeah,
anything from appraisers either. But I would be able to tell you what houses just like yours, or if you have a three
yeah,
bedroom, two bath, what it's sold for in your neighborhood. So that gives you a good idea of what you want to list for. Because I mean,
absolutely.
say you have a $200,000 house and you want to list it for 500 because you built everything in it. You got a lot of love in there, and you want to charge for that love. I'm gonna say now, Mark. Every other house in your neighborhood sold for 199 to 220. We can't go $500,000 on the same house. You know what I mean? So
I would try to get you to do that.
I know. And some people do. And you just have to have those professional conversations with a lot of care and say, let's be normal. Let's be real if you want to do this. And I'll do
So
that with you.
so before you pull up, I need to mow my grass and weed eat, make it look really really pretty.
Every
Then
now and then, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing every now and then.
Edward.
Well, well, I do know one of the last things I got for you is any house that you have that you're going to list. If you want to throw pictures together like you just did with that one,
Okay.
I'd be more than gladly to run it on our show. Run it up, run it. We'll run it on our pages. Anything we can do to try to help you and support you. So, and that'd just
Thank
be
you
our way of
guys.
giving back for you helping us. But I'm more than gladly to try to do that any which way I can to try to help you out.
Awesome. I appreciate you all so much. And I may do that. And to any of my young people who are listening to me who have graduated, are ready to buy a house, remember, Miss Martinez loves you. So I will take care of you in the transaction process as well.
Uh, um, are with Sean and the real
Uh-huh.
are they websites or website
Yes,
anything
and
that
I'm glad you
we can
mentioned that because Sean would hang me, Mark.
okay.
We do have a website, swrogers.com, I believe, but it is getting ready to be revamped in the next few weeks. We're going to have AI working with us. It's going to be amazing. You can call us directly from the website, I believe. Don't hold me to that. It's going to be fancy schmancy. We're going to have a training in a few weeks. And so we are going to have an amazing interactive website pretty soon.
So on this website, you'll be able to probably click on some of the houses for sale and
Oh,
stuff like that.
absolutely. Absolutely. We'll have the whole MLS there. The MLS is the multiple list system or multiple list service. And it shows all the houses. Like, because I can sell anything in the state of Kentucky. Like if somebody called me, I have a friend in Richmond that I sold her house to her many years ago because I think I got my real estate license back in 2009, but I had put it on hold for a while because I became a teacher. Kids were important, or kids still are important. I just decided to add it back to the game now that I've been teaching for a while.
Is it only you and John Rogers
No,
or
we
the
have a
other
whole
one?
host of agents, a
Okay.
whole host of agents. So definitely, anybody that wants to look for a house, if you don't like me, don't know me, but you know somebody else that works there, give us a call.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And folks, you've heard. I'm not going to use that term. You've heard it here first, but I'm telling you, this is very convincing to me. I wasn't even thinking about even selling my home until after talking to Heather. And I'm almost about tempted to bring her up out here and say, "Hey, maybe I can make a few more extra dollars on it." I thought I would.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you
That
decide you want me to come out, you let me know, Mark.
that might be absolutely worth it. But Edward, unless you have anything else, or Heather, Danny, anything we've missed here, or anything else you want to add on here that let the audience know.
Guys, I've
Anything?
given you my phone number 344-0217. If you have any questions, I would love to show you that new construction on Bellwood. It is an absolute Bellevue. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. It's an absolutely great house. I would love to show you that and get you in the door before Christmas. Hey, and guess what? If you buy a house right now, your first house payment will not happen until after Christmas. So that's a pretty sweet deal right there.
That's like a Christmas present by itself, right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Move into the home. Don't worry about the payments after Christmas, so you still can get the Christmas presents.
That's it. So I'm thinking that's a sweet deal right there. So if you guys want to see that house, you just let me know.
So like, but again, you're launching the newer website that's going to have it all there and stuff like that. But uh, again, reach out to us about that. Like maybe a deal of the week or something we could post up at some point.
Absolutely. I will. I'll
Uh,
be contemplating. Oh, and I will be if you all want to come see me. I have a fancy, I'm going to be in Halloween costume on the 31st downtown Corbin, treating all the little kids at Sean Rogers Realty. So,
and, and and Edward, she said little kids. Don't be getting there trying to cut line and all that other stuff.
Edward, if you want to come get some candy, I'll hook you up in
We'll
front of
see.
Sean Rogers Realty, right there.
She'll
Mark,
get
you
she'll
can come
give me
get
the
some candy
candy.
too. Mark will be sick of candy. He'll be cleaning it off his bus.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's definitely coming. Love them Halloween parties, all sugared up, and yeah.
Yeah.
But Heather, unless Edward's got anything, I'll let Edward give the final thoughts. But again, thank you. I want to personally thank you for what you did for us, and I tell the folks here all every time. We've reached out to you 1,000 times. Hey, do this, do this. And, you're a very humble person, so we're glad we finally got you to come on the show, but you reached out to us, and that just shows you that you're wanting to do your part. So anytime when we see somebody that's wanting to do their part, we'll go above and beyond to try to give back. And if again, if it wasn't for five people like you and Bright Family Medicine also, and all the other sponsors and donors, we couldn't be doing this tonight. And
And you all do good work, Mark. I know you're being so kind to me, and I appreciate it. But I think you and Edward should know. I mean, these kids appreciate you all. Like when you all do the graphics, just watching them each week smile and grin when you show those, that's a big deal. You all do a great job. Thank you all.
yeah, and I finally got one to pick one I like
You did.
tonight.
I was
So.
cheering for you tonight just because you've been in the hole for a while. So I was glad you got that one.
But Heather, before Edward takes over here, you need to watch your Sunday show. I'll go ahead and let you know because I just will, but we'll be having their special Halloween edition. So
Oh,
there might be
nice.
some there might be some surprises there. I was thinking about going as the old fat guy, but I was already that anyways.
Listen at you.
But
But
Edward,
I just want to thank you for coming on and talking to us. And again, anything we can do to help you, feel free to shoot it over to us, and we'll do everything we can to help you
absolutely.
out too.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Have a good night.
You
Good
too.
night.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I love
All
that
right,
interview.
Mark, you ready? You ready for
He,
our next guest?
yeah, but can I get one more sec? I know it's your show, but that was interesting about just the to be able to come to your house and help price your house and stuff like that. That's really really interesting there, because maybe in a situation like that, a person can make a little bit more money on their home than they originally thought. See, that's got me thinking. But
Don't hurt yourself, Mark.
great interview though.
All right,
Well,
make sure I didn't double click.
Mackenzie might
All
be in the
right.
market to buy a house.
Well, Mackenzie, first off, thank you for taking the time to come on. And sorry a little bit later than what I told you.
It's
Mark
okay.
always likes to ramble.
I do like to ramble, and I'm not drinking coffee tonight.
Well, that's your problem. But first off, wrestling is something new that we're getting into.
Yep.
So, I just got to ask you about your thoughts about your upcoming season that y'all are fixing to have.
I'm really excited for our upcoming season because last year we didn't really have a lot of girls joining, and this year we have a lot, so we can really start a girls' team and win more things with girls more than I did last year when we barely even had any girls.
So when does like the wrestling actually like have their first match? When do
We
y'all like kick off?
were, like
Well,
in the
you're
middle.
gonna have to in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you or your mom one's gonna have to send me a schedule that way I can get up there and cover you in a time or two.
Okay.
And but which I know there's another sport that you do too, if I'm not mistaken. You do cheering also, right?
Yes.
So I gotta ask you how does those two go hand in hand?
It's a little rough with both of them in the time zones, but I get through it.
Already got your first comment. It's from, if I'm seeing that right, Jamie says, "Go Kenzie, we love you."
We love you, Jamie.
But Mark, before I asked all the questions,
Mackenzie, you wouldn't be in the market buying a house, would you, or anything?
No.
No, no. I just had to ask you that. We had to, but okay. I'm a little stumped because Edward hit it on the nose. It's wrestling is something that we're starting, and I would lie to you if I told you I really, really understood the sport. I've watched Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage jumping off the ring, top of. I know this is a sport, so anything as dumb as this question is, anything similar to what you watch there on TV like that, you could actually do in your sport.
It's
Can you?
nothing like that.
You can't hit them with an elbow or a headlock or anything similar to that.
A headlock, but that's about it.
Are they ever any poking in the eyes when you got them on the mat or anything like
Yes,
that?
a lot.
Well, we're getting that sounds interesting. But you spoke about it being a new sport to your school and stuff like that. I mean, is it catching fire?
Yeah, it's catching up. We're gaining a lot of people from a couple of years back. When
So
we first
and
started.
you also cheer, right?
Yes.
So if one of your partners in cheer messes up, are you tempted to like slam them on the mat and try to pin them or something?
No.
Okay, I'll just checking on that. Uh, but just wow, it's just so doing them both, and does one interfere with the other as far as a clash of seasons, or do you have plenty enough time to do both of them?
It's like in the middle. I go from certain days of the week, I have wrestling. Then after wrestling, I would have cheer. Then I would have, on other days, I would have cheer, then wrestling right after school. So I won't get home till like 11, 10 o'clock at night.
Well, you would have to take care of your body because I was fixing to ask you how many 5-hour energies you drink, but to be that athletic, I'm sure you have to do the eating right and all that. There's no that's. Can you imagine that schedule, Edward?
Well, the eating right. I did have an inside source. Tell me a few things, which I ain't gonna say them, but
Uh oh.
I don't want her to put I don't want her to put the inside source in a headlock. So I gotta ask you, have you ever been in the middle of a match and just wanted to pick somebody up and just power bomb them?
Oh, all the time.
And
Especially
I'm
when they pull
assuming
my
that's
hair.
I'm assuming that's illegal. You probably can't do nothing like that, right?
Yeah.
Choke slam.
But what if the ref don't see you power bomb them? Is that legal then?
Yes.
But I just tell me a little bit about your coaches.
My wrestling coach is one of the best coaches I've ever had when I started wrestling. He's really pushed us all, and he's made the sport like one of my favorite sports I've ever done. When I first started wrestling, I really wanted to quit. Like my mindset was just not it. Where I've been cheering my whole life, and he's really made the sport like he's my second dad to me, basically.
And if I'm not mistaken, you took a trip somewhere for like training for wrestling this
Yes, I
year.
went to Iowa.
So how was that trip and the training while you was up there?
It was fun. It was a lot different than stuff I've learned back here at home. Well, they do a lot of different stuff, and I made like tons of friends down there. They were all kind
So
and
so so how flat was Iowa?
really flat. There was no trees or nothing. I didn't even see a mountain.
I always told when I drove through Iowa, my eyes would hurt because you'd see about 500 miles in front of you. It's like, can I see a curb, a hill, something?
Yes, there was no
Corn,
building
corn,
until we got into
straight.
Iowa City.
Definitely the
Yeah,
Heartwood.
we did get told to ask you about what was it? Was it the pre-match fun that they do? I think, is that how it was worded?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't remember how she told me to ask it, but so this is a question we always have to ask. You know, in the Bell County area, what would you consider your favorite place to go eat at?
McDonald's. I could go ham on a Big Mac.
Well, I was going to say that, but I didn't want. I didn't want. I did
Uh,
get told that, but
Mackenzie, they've got the chicken Big Macs now. Have you tried them yet?
No, that looks nasty.
It does look nasty. I was looking at that tonight. And I'm like, I can't eat that. No, no, no.
Mark, don't lie. You can eat anything.
I would probably eat it, but it just did look nasty.
So when did you get realize that that you had the love for wrestling?
Probably my second year is when I gained all that confidence into starting to wrestle and starting to love the sport. So last year.
But Mark, I'll let you ask a few before I keep going.
I just mainly want to just, of course, thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us your time. And anytime when I know you got a thing called school and life, and anytime you take your time to ramble on with us, we appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And keep on keeping on. I could just I'm seeing something. You're out there cheering, and then nobody's gonna say that you missed a cheer because I guess they're afraid you're gonna body slam them, throw them on the mat. Like perfect cheer, that's perfect. But it is of course next level. Is wrestling going to be a thing for you next level, or is it something you not have you thought about?
Yeah, I've thought about wrestling in college. I'm trying to get a scholarship to Iowa, the D1 college.
Well, if you get to Iowa, send some of us poor guys some tickets and stuff like that for sure. But um, you also cheer, so it takes you got to be athletic to do both. Would that be something you'd be willing to do next level? If they say, "Hey, we want you to break some backs, but we also want you to cheer for some people too."
Maybe.
Well, I'm just saying I couldn't do the cheer, especially the ones that has to hold them up and stuff like that. That just looks like that would be something I couldn't do. I'm too uncoordinated. I drop.
Well, I, I do got one more question before I show you a couple of things we put together for you. Does your coach make you run that hill up on the mountain too?
If we do something wrong and he gets really mad at us, he'll threaten the hill at us.
Have you ever run it?
No.
Do you want to run
No.
it? I don't blame you. I say that hill all the time. I ain't running it either unless
Yeah,
Taco Bell's at the top of the hill.
I ain't running.
You would if Taco Bell's at the top or bottom, Mark.
Well, I'm trying to work on my lasso technique. That'd be a sport a few years, rodeo in high school. And you wouldn't have to run up the hill. Am I right, Kim?
But
If you just lasso it, you wouldn't have to run up the hill, right?
Yeah.
Pull it down. The pull technique. No,
no,
no.
yeah. Listen, you got to overlook him. He ain't had his coffee today. He's drinking 7 Up, so it's got him all jacked up.
It's okay.
That's why we don't let him. That's why we don't let him drink 7 Up.
Edward didn't give me time to make a cup of coffee. It's like, you have to get this show started. Yeah. I've got a perfectly good pot of coffee waiting on me over there. And I can't get to it.
I would say that too. But hopefully you disagree with Mark on this because he's already had one student athlete agree with him, and his head's done expanded where he can't fit outside a door right now. So, but see, he's already trying to bribe you. He's holding up the 2 fingers. I'm sure I seen a McDonald's coupon show up right there. Him trying to get some briberies. But we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that does come on our show, and that is our way of saying thank you for listening to me and Mark ramble on about. I don't know what was rambling on about, but But after the show's over with, I will send them to you, and then we will post them all over our social media site. But just kind of give me your thoughts on which one you like the most.
Okay. That one's so good. That that's so cool. I
And
think I
that
like.
might not
I think I like number
be
two.
like what. Oh God, everybody's agreeing with Mark today. Listen, I'm not sure if that's what an actual wrestling mat looks like, but I did try to design it to like a wrestling mat. I might be way off, but I tried.
It's right.
See, at least I done something right. Well, at least Mark, you're 2 for 2 today, and I'm 0 for 2. That don't normally happen.
I'll pay that McDonald's after a while. But before we let her go, give quick shout outs right here. I was starting out with Obib Kennedy, if I said that right. Good job, Mackenzie Webb. Shelly Shackelford, way to go, Kenzie. We love you. All the Belters, way to go, Kenzie. Lou Bolton, so proud of her courageous Kenzie. Great job, Mackenzie. Brittany Slusher, way to go, Mackenzie. Jeffrey Goings, that's my daughter. Lou Bolton, you give other kids the courage. Go, Kenny, my goodness. Lou Bolton again, my baby girl. All kinds of love.
Yeah, my wrestling coach is actually in here.
but
but
just thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
but definitely, get me out a schedule of your upcoming season, and I definitely, would love to get out there and cover you in a time or two, and get to learn the sport a little bit more. And that way, maybe I can con you into putting Mark in a headlock, and put that on our social media sites. But but Mackenzie, I do want to thank you for taking the time, and I do appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to getting to cover you a time or two.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And thank you.
Another
Great interview. Are you ready, Mark?
We ready. We ready. We got the 7-Up in hand. We're ready.
All right. Emma and Abby, first off, I do want to apologize that Mark's had 7-Up today, not his coffee. So, he is a little jacked up today.
Okay.
Do you like 7-Up or coffee better?
Definitely coffee. I don't like 7-Up.
I don't either. It's like drinking water or something. It feels like hot water or something. I don't know what it feels like. So is it hot coffee or cold coffee?
Iced.
I was rolling a little bit.
Nobody likes hot coffee, Mark.
Yeah, they do.
No. Definitely not.
But first off, I do want to thank you for taking your time to come on. And, again, I'm sorry you got to deal with Mark today. But I do know, I think it's Saturday. Regions.
Thank you, Heather.
Well, listen, you paid off Heather too. She probably likes iced coffee for real, but you just paid her off.
No, she's old school, but probably likes a little cream and sugar in it. Stir it up. Blow on a little bit, a little steam coming out. Well.
Mark, you done made me forget what I was even thinking. But I do know region, if I ain't mistaken, is Saturday. So has the coach gave y'all any break, or is he gonna have y'all practicing every day up to that?
I think we're gonna be practicing as much as possible.
Want to see, already getting big shout outs right out the gate. But Mark, I'll let you ask a few questions before I do mine.
Trent Middleton. I'm sorry, I should pronounce that better. Go Abby, you'll always be my baby, and I'm so proud of you. And already, like Edward said, already getting shout outs. Just start from the beginning and just Edward's covered Jens way more than I have, but just tell us about thoughts of the season and either or both of you can chime in.
I think we've played a pretty good season so far. I've had a lot of fun. I think it's been pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I think it's been a good season overall. I think we've gotten a lot better since the start of our season as a team.
Tell us a little bit about your coach and how he's helped you not just on the court, but made you into the young ladies you are today.
I think we have one of the best coaches ever. He is so patient, and he just really will pull you aside and work with you if there is something that you're struggling with. And he really doesn't ever get angry. He just, asks you what's happening and helps you work through your struggles. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with Abby. I mean, he's a great coach, and he's helped me a lot on and off the court.
Just you're fixing to enter region. Is it with you? Is it just back to work, or is it a different level top feeling, or is it just what's your thoughts going into the region?
I'd say it's no different than any other game we played this season. We just got to play like we've been playing throughout the season.
So you're not running up and down the hill up there listening to Rocky Balboa music, trying to get the
No.
edge, or have anyone of you
What?
ever run up that hill?
I haven't. I have actually ran down it, but I've never ran up it.
Was you able to keep your balance going down it? You didn't fall and do the
I
loop the
didn't
loop?
fall, but I was close. I was very close.
If I'd have run down the hill, I'd have kept rolling, rolling, rolling. I'd been on the other side over there at Bell Middle School over there across the highway if I didn't get squashed by a truck or something.
Well, listen, Mark, the only way you're running down that hill for anything is if there's Taco Bell down at the bottom.
I wouldn't run down the hill. I would just get like a garbage bag and I'd slide down the hill or something. Wouldn't it work? I mean, sliding would be better than running.
Yep. You could slip and slide down the hill.
That would be fun.
So have you tried to slip and slide down the hill yet?
No, but I think we should.
Yeah. The school would probably get mad at you if you like got the water hoses out there and put a big yellow tarp down there. They'd probably get mad at you.
Yeah,
probably. Edward?
Well, it gives me an idea. The next time it snows, I might go up there with a garbage can lid and slide down. But somebody better be there to catch me. If not, I'm going all the way out on the road.
That's what I mean. You're going to be splatted by 18-wheeler or something going across that highway. See Edward slide. See Edward get splatted. Yeah, never mind.
But my question is more of like going into like y'all's stats. I've seen that both of y'all broke big milestones this season. So just give me y'all's thoughts on that. Like, what kind of work did y'all have to put in to be able to reach that level of stats and milestones that you did?
I think we've both got our 500 digs this year. I think I've got more digs this year than I had last year, and I feel like I've improved a lot. I feel like I'm better at defense this year. For me, my stats really, I just try not to pay attention to them because I feel like if I think about them, then I will mess myself up. So not thinking about it has really helped me reach my goals.
So, I have got to cover you several times this season. So I got to ask you, are either one of y'all big trash talkers when you're out there on the court? Or, because like if it was me, if I got like a dig on Mark, got a kill on Mark, and it bounced off from him, hit him in the head, and he was crying, I'd point at him, laugh at him. I mean, I'd probably go over and even kick him a time or two.
He would take the 7 Up away from me and drink it in front of me. He would.
I'm not. Like, I would rather celebrate with my teammates than worry about what's happening with the other team.
You can't be focused
So we
on
just
the
kind
other team.
of get in our little huddle and talk about whatever happened together.
So when you save like the game winning points, you just don't look over and point at them and say, "See, I told you, don't hit it my way."
No, you'd probably get red carded for doing that, honestly.
Well,
Have you
because
seen
they
a
don't
red
play
card?
volleyball.
Have you actually been a part of a red card? I mean, not Jens personally, but actually seen a red card handed out at the game.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw a yellow card, though.
Yeah.
So would you have to do something really, really vicious to get a red card?
Yes.
Well, I got to ask you, is it cheating if I like pull down the net and hit the ball over it?
Yes. If it wasn't, I would be going D1 right now.
Well, what if the ref don't see it though? What if I like point and say, "Look over there"?
If you can get the ref not to
Yeah.
look, I guess.
So, this is typically a Mark question. It's always brought up to everybody we have on that plays volleyball. During your practices, we've been told of the word called bonk. So, how many times has there been like your coaches has got hit with the volleyball?
He gets hit all the time.
Often.
We actually make it like a joke. Like, if he gets hit, it's 20 points to whoever hit him.
Poor coach, always getting aimed at. But Mark, you got anything?
I have to one thing that and educate me. I know this would be incredibly illegal, but like me, I've got pretty good size hand. Like catching the ball, just throwing it. I mean, I know you couldn't do that in the sport of volleyball, but how much of that are you allowed? But I know you have to, try to kill it, smack it. But are they ever times that you might see a girl or something like you like that? Did she like throwing that ball? Because I was there've been a couple games. It looks like it hasn't been like a kill or a spike. It's been more like a. I mean, can you get
Like a
past
throw?
that? Yeah, like a throw, like a throw.
It's called a tip. When you take the ball, you just can't have the ball on your palm. Like, if it's around your fingertips, you can push it, but you can't like come back and catch it. Just kind of.
So if it's like right here and you just tip it, but if you jerk back and throw it, then that's definitely a carry.
To carry.
So you can't actually like do this to like aim it like a certain direction.
No, you can't really like grip it at all.
Okay. So yeah, I'm getting it. I'm figuring it out. Um, we know what your ultimate team goal is, and you proved it down the stretch. And they're on fire. 19-4, I believe, going down the stretch. Won 19 out of 23 games. That's rolling. That's peaking at the right time. Um, we know what the ultimate goal is. What is it going to take for you to go up Log Mountain with the parades, the fire trucks, toss them in there with the candy? I mean, what is it going to take to get that?
I think practice, more practice. That's really it. I mean, there's only so much you can do, but I think if we get in the gym and work together and kind of mesh together more as a team, we will get to where we want to be.
Okay, and before I let you go, we can't. I can't let you go. They call me Mister Hard Hitter on questions, so I have to ask you the hard hit questions. That's my job. Okay. Now I got 3 questions I gotta ask you. Okay, you're their teammates together. Just think about the whole volleyball team is in a 15 passenger van. The van tears up. Well, you might need 2 15 passenger vans. I don't know how many's on your volleyball team. Say you got 25 passenger van, but the van tears up. Who's gonna go out there and fix it?
Fix it. Oh gosh. Let's see.
I couldn't fix
I don't
it.
think any of us really had to get faults out there or coach. I
Yeah.
really don't think any of us are
Faulty
capable.
sauce.
So the coach is gonna get out there and get the wrenches and get it going.
We're
Okay.
walking
Yeah.
home, I guess. We're not,
Or maybe call for a tow or something.
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Okay, you get the van fixed and you're running out of gas. Who's gonna pay for the gas?
Oh my god.
What? I have a feeling they're gonna say coach again. I don't know.
Yeah. I am. I'm gonna say coach.
Poor coach, he's getting stuck having to do everything right now.
He's got to practice them, fix the vans, fill up the vans. He probably has to do the weed eating and cutting the grass too.
Yeah.
But okay, the last question. You finally get home. You're starving to death. Who's fixing the dinner?
You.
Her.
So why are you fixing?
Mm. What do you want, Abby?
Steak. I want a
Okay.
steak dinner and a baked potato.
Okay.
Oh, I'm out there. Steak and baked potato, that's a good dinner.
So the butter and the sour cream on the potato for sure.
Yeah.
A half a pound of salt. Yeah, I don't know if you're salt people like me. You got to throw the salt on it. Maybe some bacon bits if you got them. Yeah. Cheese.
Well, listen, you done lost the whole tater. You might as well go ahead and throw some chili and some a little bit of everything else on there.
Chili sounds good on tater too. Are there any bad ways to fix a tater? I mean, can you answer me on that? I mean, do you like a tater fixed about any way? I mean, fried tater, cooked tater, bull tater, baked potato,
I don't know about boiled. I think it'd be kind of bland.
mashed tater.
You ever had a bull? Me either.
Yeah, I don't know about the bull tater. I'm with them. I don't know about the bull tater.
You
Yeah.
cut the taters up. Well, I mean cooked taters. That's what I meant. Cut the little taters up.
Well,
Little chunk.
cooked tater sounds a little bit better than a boiled tater.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
Bland.
cooked tater. But I mean, are they the wrong way of fixing a tater?
I don't think so.
Tater skins.
Oh.
Woo.
See, they must like tater
Nah.
skins. I bet they like them with the cheese and the bacon bits and the little.
Yes.
Yeah.
Texas
yeah.
Roadhouse. Those are the-
Now you got me wanting to go eat some taters.
I want the tater skins. And Edward again has forgot why he was going to ask him.
No, you just have me start thinking about now. I'm gonna have to go fix some potatoes once I get done. Way to go, Mark. But so I do gotta ask you. Maybe it's just me that has to do this, but do y'all have a pregame ritual where y'all stop at Taco Bell before every game?
I do. Or I stop after.
Well, at least so.
Or after.
Well,
But every time we have a game.
So why you get Taco Bell?
Because it's Taco Bell. I just love it. It's so good.
So
They
you
are-
like anything on the menu, or do you
Yes.
like one thing better than the other?
Well, I do have favorites, but I would eat anything on the menu.
I don't know about that.
I know I love Taco Bell with the hot sauce.
do you like the Cheez It Crunch Wrap thingy that they got right now?
Yeah, I do.
As long as it just ain't me.
I'd
I
eat
like
it.
the. There's another potato though. You got the cheesy Fiesta potatoes with the little cube potatoes with the sour cream and the little cheese sauce on them. Yeah. Even the potato burrito's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no wrong in potatoes.
I mean,
Taco Bell.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree with you there.
I even like tater soup.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna change your name from Mark to Tater.
Tater skin.
But so I do gotta ask you, in the Bell County area, where's y'all's favorite place to go eat?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yes. Mine's probably Wendy's.
Ah,
See, I
two
know what
great
she eats at
places.
Wendy's. She eats the tater at Wendy's.
Yeah.
They got like the broccoli tater at Wendy's.
But at Wendy's, I gotta ask you, what do you get to drink there? Because I think it's that tropical Coke or whatever it is.
I get a lemonade.
That's such a
I
boring
love
pick.
lemonade.
They have
Have all the flavors they got.
Yeah.
Get eliminated.
Just
I
give
don't
me
like pop though.
just give me a chili and a tater, and I'm okay.
Okay.
What
And a
about you,
frosty.
Abby? When you go there, do you get anything other than lemonade?
Oh yeah, I get like weird. I get
Diet
different stuff.
Coke, I bet. Is what you
Diet
do.
Coke, lime Coke, cherry vanilla
Lime
Coke.
Coke.
Yes, lime Coke is so good. I
You
get
get
like
frosties too, don't you?
Chocolate Frosties. I love
Yeah,
chocolate
yeah,
Frosties.
yeah.
Hey, there we go. Chocolate Frosties. Can't go wrong there.
No chocolate.
I hate chocolate.
We get vanilla frosty.
I just don't like chocolate. And every time I look at Emma, she's eating chocolates.
There's nothing wrong with
Have
chocolate.
I love chocolate.
there's not. But Mark, you got anything else for I asked them? Probably one of my favorite questions.
I've loved the interview, but I'm half starved to death now. So I'm just saying that, and I'm blaming them over here talking Taco Bell. Yeah, and I will. But Taco Bell's a pretty popular answer. Here you can't ever go wrong with Taco Bell. But you like the hot sauce. I'm not. The hot sauce sort of whoops me. Do you like the Diablo sauce too?
Yes,
Or
I
you
like all of
just?
them. They're all perfect to me.
I'm more of a mild type guy. The hot sauce sort of whoops me.
Mild is like no spice whatsoever.
See, much
Yeah, but
tougher to
mild
make.
got the better flavor though.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hot is the best one.
Yeah, it's like Edward. How did you like this hot sauce? Good.
I don't think it's that hot.
Well, that brings me to one more question. Talking about tacos, do you stop at Taco Casa or is it just Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. Every time. It's always going to be Taco Bell.
I like Taco Casa.
I like Taco Casa.
I like Taco Casa.
I do
I
too.
do too.
Okay, I think I should be honest and tell you guys that I've never eaten there. So
Their
maybe-
tater tots are so good.
maybe I would change my mind.
See, even Trent Milton right here says Taco Casa rules.
See, you got to go to Taco Casa.
I probably should.
Get their
I need to
tea
try
and some
it.
tater
Tea?
tots. Yeah, sweet tea from there. Their sweet tea is
Ugh.
good.
No.
You don't like sweet tea?
Oh.
Hey,
I don't know. I know I'm from the South. I just can't.
sweet tea.
Listen,
It tastes
every
like
morning
water.
every morning I gotta get a sweet tea.
Sweet tea is dirty water.
McDonald's might have the best sweet tea in the history of tea. It just might be the best sweet tea ever. And the hash brown. McDonald's is famous for the hash brown and sweet tea.
I think you should move to Idaho so you can have all the potatoes.
Idaho would be the greatest state ever to live in.
Yeah, but he would bankrupt them on potatoes.
Yeah.
Debbie Hunter said, she said no. She said Hardee's.
I like
I like
Hardee's.
Hardee's.
I never go there though. I should start going to Hardee's more.
I dare go to the Mazzoli's
I-
for with Olive Garden. I'm just.
No.
Olive Garden all day.
You don't like the breadsticks at Mazzoli's?
I don't know.
Fazoli's.
Mm-mm. Not for me.
I thought the world loved the breadsticks at Fazoli's.
I like the
Like,
breadsticks at Olive Garden.
And the salad.
Yes,
The
their
salad
salad
is so good.
maybe
If I'm gonna
maybe
get
Debbie or,
breadsticks, I'm
or
just gonna
Trent,
stop at Little Caesars.
maybe Debbie or Trent or Brenda or Laura, any of these, Heather can Olive Garden or Fazoli's breadsticks. Which one are the best?
So I'm gonna say Olive
Somebody's
Garden.
going to help me out here. Somebody's going to help me out here.
Nobody's gonna agree with you, Mark.
No, nobody's
You've
going to.
done you've done had enough people agreeing with you today. Can't
Yep.
get your head inflated no more.
Never mind. Forget it.
Told you. I knew she was gonna say Olive Garden.
Good job, Alex.
Brenda said Olive Garden. Laura said Olive Garden. Everybody, forget about it. No Fazoli's. Hey, haha. Thank you, Trent.
Oh my gosh. No.
Thank you, Trent. See, me and Trent lives in the real world here. You know, we know the Fazoli's breadsticks. It's all you can eat. You go in there and get you a small sketty, and you share it with the family, and you eat 45 breadsticks, and everybody's happy.
No.
No.
I'm not happy.
No.
I would not be happy.
Listen, I got to apologize for him. He's had too many 7 Up, so I don't know if he even knows what his name is right
Hey, Trent agrees with me too. Thank you, Trent.
now. I don't even agree with you there.
What? You buy
Well, I
one
don't ever
bowl?
agree with you. So.
You take your family, buy one bowl of sketty, and you just keep asking for extra breadsticks.
No.
No, that's like cheating the system.
Oh,
But I do got one more question for you, and before I show you a few things that we did. Well, you had to eventually have one day that everybody agreed with you. So
I think I could take on Steph Curry right now and just start shooting them threes. You got my three hand up. Just leave that up.
listen, that's just a little extreme.
Oh,
But before the season started, was there a team that you all had highlighted? See, Jonah said you gotta go Mexican. But was there a team that you all or your team had highlighted you couldn't wait to play against the most?
I don't really think so.
Not really.
I think we were just excited to get the season started, get out there and start playing games.
So we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that does come on our show, and he's trying to bribe you.
no, I'm just wiping this
He,
out my eyes.
There's just something in his eye.
yeah,
Yeah, it was something in
yeah,
my
that's a. Well, see, I'm glad you're holding up the two because now I'm gonna flip flop the schedule on how I show them. No, but this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time to come on and listen to us ramble on about Fazoli's and breadsticks and potatoes. But and I will send them to you.
From Idaho.
Listen, you can't go there because you'll cause that whole state to go bankruptcy on potatoes.
Well, we've already talked about Iowa and Idaho, so we got all the corn and taters we'll ever need.
But after the show, I will send them out to you. That way, they are yours, and we will post them all over every social media site we got. That way, we can try to help better promotions. But we do want to kind of get your thoughts on which one you like the most.
Aww.
That's good.
Okay.
That's I like that one too.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with the first one. I think the first one's my favorite.
I like the first one.
Aha.
Well,
There. Now,
he did disagree with me with Olive Garden and Bozzoli. So I bet you Trent. That's what I was getting ready to say. There you go, Trent. Thank you again. Aha. See,
y'all,
man, Trent. I bet you. I would just almost ponder to guess Trent likes hot coffee too.
I don't
Hot
think he's
coffee,
really.
the second graphic, Fazoli's.
listen, I got to apologize for him again. But from everything that I've got to personally see, and from everything that I can look at on stats wise and everything, you all are killing it. Your team's killing it, and can't wait to see how region shapes up. And looking forward to getting up there to get to cover yous again. And I want to tell you best of luck. And thank you all for taking your time to come on and listen to me and Mark ramble on about food for half hour.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Well, what can you say? Another great interview.
Great interview, and love the comments. But these Olive Garden people, we just gonna have to. We're gonna have to, get them to Fazoli's. Get them to eat some, fettuccine, and well, never mind.
I worry about you sometimes, Mark. But you know, we are a little bit over our show. Hour and 22 minutes in. But I will have to say it's been a great show. Had amazing guests on today. You know, got to thank all of our viewers for all the comments that they've gave in, and you know, it's just been wonderful. Well, Trent, I do want to thank you for those kind words.
Yeah, Trent. The kind word is we want to thank Jens for viewing us, and the comments. We enjoy these comments uh, more than probably mostly, even though we have a fun time with these comments. And anybody that knows us and watches this show, if we could help these young guys and young gals laugh, we did our job.
I have to absolutely, you know, because it's something you typically say, and I have to agree that got to ask them a few sports questions, but then you got to have fun, make them laugh, and because they're under enough stress and pressure with school and sports and everything like that. So
Laughter's best medicine.
it's always going to Olive Garden. Great show. Thanks for the highlighting our girls. Hey, thank you for allowing us to do that.
The breadsticks are like that. The Mazzoli's breadsticks, they got the garlic and the butter on them. The fresh hot ones. Yeah, never mind.
Olive Garden, Mark. Maybe one day we'll teach you. But Mark, you got any final thoughts before we close it up today?
Thank you to all the viewers. All the comments. The comments has made this show very, very fun for us. And thank you to the guests. Also, a big shout out to our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realty, part of the Sean Rogers Corporation. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Big shout out to the viewers, and especially I'm gonna say it one more time. A big shout out to all these comments, Trent, Laura,
Absolutely.
just the comments was crazy tonight, and we have fun with them. But just want to wish all these teams that we got OBI in here, final eight. We got North Florida girls final weight in soccer. Soccer is doing great in the 13th region. We already know about our football teams. We don't have to speak about the Bell Counties, the Corbins, the Williamsburgs. We don't have to speak about them. We already know about them. And again, um,
And don't forget,
our
volleyball region kicks off Saturday.
See, that's what I was getting ready into. And I believe, Edward, you're going to probably be there, knowing you, Johnny on the spot. You'll probably be there probably every game and doing what you do and covering, promoting as good as anybody in this whole area. And big shout out to you and all the work that you do. And big shout out to all of our people behind the scenes at Bryant Film and All Sports Media. I can name them all: Ryan, Allison, Valerie, Alan, Chris, Larry, Addison. Addison will get right back in with us too. Right now, she's got a little bit of a busy schedule, and hopefully, I'm not missing anybody there. But all the help that we've got from John North, to Shane Shackford, to Stephen Ray Blacks, and I can just keep naming it. It takes a team effort, folks, and we got a lot of good people, a lot of good places, and but again, if it wasn't for all the viewers and the sponsors, we wouldn't be doing this today.
Absolutely. And I just want to leave you with some. And I just want to leave you with this. And I think I say it every single week. You know, go out and support your local school. Go out and support your local student athletes and see that the work, the passion, and everything that they put in for their school, for their teams. Look at the fun and all the hard work that they put in. But I got also got to agree with Trent here. Got a big shout out to all of our sponsors for allowing us to do what we do. And but on that note, from everybody here at the Bryant Family Medicine, I want to wish y'all God bless and good night.